Today we are going to discuss about the introduction of Siemens SCADA WinCC Explorer version 7.4 and the service pack is 1. We're going to discuss all the aspects and the layout of this SCADA. And this SCADA is basically used to view the interpretation and complete detail and complete all the layout of machines, which is basically the graphical user interface for an operator, which use this SCADA to operate, control, monitor, and is also used for report generation, alarm systems, messages, for email notifications, and there are so many features in it we are going to discuss. And if you have any query, we can feel free to contact with us. And today the topic is very simple, so let's move on to the software. We also use two different softwares for SCADA development. One is WinCC Explorer, which is the professional software for SCADA designing, and the other one is the TIA portal, which is the latest version we have to use to design an HMI and a SCADA system for any plant. So let's move on to this software. Now I have opened simply WinCC Explorer. This is the main page. When you have to open this software, this main page will open. You first have to create. This is the button to create a new project. Before going to create a new project, I have to tell you about all these things. Here you can see that this is the computer. This computer means that this is the server. This is when you click onto the computer, you move towards the properties of the main properties of this project. I have to open it. When you have to open it, you have a new pop-up window will appear on your screen. Now I have to change some configuration. Yes, these are some configuration. If you are using reports and tag logging and alarm logging, then you must have to check mark all these things in your project. This is very important. If you are using archive tags, then you must have to use archive, user archive. So I have to use these things: report, alarm logging. Global scripting is sometime we have to use and sometimes we do not choose, but it depends upon your project. There are also some parameters. Graphical runtime. This graphical runtime means that you have to customize your project and give a startup screens. In the next steps, I will tell you how to create a new screen and how to give the path in this area. There are also some settings according to the runtime, and this is the runtime window that you have to use whenever you have run your function or when you have to run your complete project. So I have to mark OK. Now this is the second thing, which we called tag management. Tag management is the main feature that we use to create tags and add a driver in your project. Now I have to double click on it. It will take some time to open. Now we are in the tag management screen. In the tag management screen, you have seen a driver which I have named cap server. So whenever you have to use this SCADA with a third-party tool, you have to use OPC. And there are also some when you have to right click on the tag management, you will go to the add new folder. In the add new folder, there are different drivers which we use to connect this SCADA with different PLCs. As you can see that I have easily used this Siemens SCADA with all the Siemens PLCs. And we also use this SCADA with Allen Bradley, Mitsubishi, Modbus TCP IP, OPC UA, Profibus, and SI Motion, and System Info. These are some drivers. And if you have to create internal tags, then you have to use internal tags area, and if you click on this plus sign, you have some groups. These are some groups, and this is the basics. In the next lecture, I have to tell you about how to create internal and external tags and how to add the driver and different parameters. And in this introductory video, I have to tell about all the aspects of this SCADA. Now I have to move to graphics designer. In the graphic designer, you have to create different screens. In the different screens, you have to design your complete SCADA. And in the menu table, in the text and graphics list, you must have to add some text and graphics in it. This tab is also used whenever you have to create alarm logging, and when you have to create your alarm, then you must have to create tags in alarm logging. These are the built-in functions in this SCADA. And tag logging is the same thing that I have tell you before. This tag logging is used when you have to use these tags in your trends, in your reporting, and when you have to use these trends in functions, different WinCC control windows. There are some WinCC control windows I have tell you later. User administrator. In the user administrator, you must have to use the passwords. Whenever you have a user administrator and you have to create a new group, new user, and add a password, then your project will be password protected. And when you have a password, then you can use your project. This is also a good feature when you have to protect your project. And the redundancy is also a good thing. When you have a redundancy in your project, then you have to assign another SCADA to your running SCADA. This is another computer is assigned to a redundancy level. This is same thing when you have to use in your PLC. User archive is the same thing. Project tree. Project tree is used when you have different screens and you have to customize it, and this is basically the DCS system in the built-in SCADA. This is also used when you have a large number of screens. I have tell you in later videos how to use this picture tree. In the OS project editor, you must have to assign your window, your screens about it, and you have to must check mark all of these screens that you have used in your OS project editor in your picture window. This is the simple and the brief introduction of WinCC Explorer. In the next video, I will tell you how to create a project, and use an internal tags in your SCADA. Now, thanks for watching our videos. If you like our video, please like it and share this video, and also subscribe our channel. Our channel name is Electromechanical Engineering Solutions. Thanks for watching.